Hey friends, so a lot of you know that I gave up makeup for Lent this past Lenten season, and so I wanted to give a overview of my thoughts and feelings and why I did it, and kind of the outcome that it made on myself. So here we go. So first, I wanted to take this on. I wanted to give up makeup because I knew it was something that would make me uncomfortable, and I know that that's when people grow. I'm a firm believer that Lent isn't about giving up some candy because you like candy a lot. I'm a firm believer that you should give up something that really makes you uncomfortable, and see where that can take you and what can come out of that. And so that's one reason I wanted to do it. And also, I just felt it was really important for me to pick something. I go to a Baptist church, so we don't really practice that as a whole church. But I felt like working with youth, and we have a few students from different churches come to our youth groups, that I needed to choose something that was going to leave a lasting impact on the youth that I work with. And so I chose giving up makeup, and it's been a journey, let me tell you that. This was really challenging for me. In the beginning, I was not sure how I was going to make it. When I was first thinking about giving up makeup and not really sure if I was going to commit to that, but it was an idea that I had. I was really nervous. I was thinking about all the events that I had planned in that time and who I would have to see. And I talked to Ben, my husband, about it and told him I was thinking about giving up makeup for Lent. And the first thing out of his mouth was, "I don't think you could go without eyebrows that long." And he was right. It was a struggle. That was my biggest concern. Whenever you take off your makeup, you're kind of just really vulnerable, and one thing that I'm very self-conscious about is my eyebrows. Right now I have them filled in a little bit, but my right eyebrow has a bald spot in it, and my eyebrows are really, really light anyway. So that's always been kind of something that I've struggled with accepting, and even on days where I didn't have anything to do, so I wouldn't really put makeup on, whether it was a weekend or just my day off. I have Mondays off. If I was just running to the grocery store, I would still fill in my eyebrows, if nothing else. Like, I would put nothing else on my face, but I would make sure my eyebrows were filled in. So that was one thing that I was really self-conscious about and really nervous and concerned about going into this. Also, I get breakouts still. You get acne as adults. Sorry, kids. It happens. And so I was nervous about that, just being in professional settings and at work and some different events that I had to go to. I had important events. I sang at a benefit where I could not wear makeup to that. I had a bridal shower to go to, and as women, we all like to dress up and look really pretty at those things, and so that was a struggle, being at that event with really pretty girls, and here I am, like, blank-faced. And that was the last day of Lent, so it was like I could have broke my commitment and just done it, put makeup on, but I didn't. I stayed strong. I made it through all the way to Easter Sunday. But that was really hard, not being able to cover up those little red spots on my face. We had a job fair that we went to looking for a pastor for Hillsboro, and it was at my old college. And so I was a little nervous about seeing people that I knew and then being like, "Oh dang, you see that pimple on her face?" So that was a struggle, but I made it. I was used to contouring every single day. I was full face makeup every single day, even just to go to work for 4 hours a day. I would still full face contour my face. And so I just really became reliant on that, and it was kind of a crutch. And so I was excited a little bit, even though I was super nervous. I was still excited to see how that would change. as I went throughout this process. At the end of this all, I think one thing, even though it sounds super cliche, it's really true. There she goes. That I really learned to love the way that I look on my own. I don't need makeup. I can say that now. Before, I would have been like, I mean, I guess I don't need it, but I want it a lot. But I don't need it. In the beginning, I would wake up every day, look in the mirror, and think about how tired I looked. Or, you know, you get those comments from other people too that just further this thinking of, I look tired, I look like I'm upset. People are like, oh, are you okay today? You look tired. Are you okay? You look upset. No, it's just my face. It's just the way I look. And so I really felt that way about myself when I started this journey. And at the end of it, halfway through, I remember waking up one day and looking at myself in the mirror and thinking, I look good. Like, I don't feel like I look tired. I think that my complexion is good. Yeah, I would love to, again, fill in that eyebrow and throw some mascara on to make myself look a little bit more awake. But I was happy with how I looked, and I didn't really feel bad about myself. That being said, I've always known this, but it just furthered that principle of you are your worst critic. Most people do not notice if you are wearing makeup or if you are not, unless you're one of those people who wears a lot of makeup. Then, I guess we'll notice, but I did more of like a natural look every day, so no one really noticed, other than like my mom and close people. But even if people notice, people don't care. They really don't. And if they do care, then they need to get their priorities straight, I guess. Because most people don't notice and most people didn't care. Even when I said it, I got a lot of comments back when I would tell them what I was doing for Lent. I got a lot of comments back from people saying, oh, well, you don't need it anyway. Like, you look great. And still, because you're your worst critic, you hear that and you still think in the back of your mind, oh, they were just saying that to be nice. Like, yeah, right, yeah. Have you seen this eyebrow? That's my first thought whenever they say things like that to me. I'm like, okay, but look at my eyebrows. They're like non-existent. And so, but you are your worst critic. So once you can prove it to yourself, you are good to go. So all of that being said, like I said earlier, I had a bridal shower the last day of Lent on April 15th, and a lot of pretty girls there, full face makeup, gorgeous dresses, gorgeous tans. They were really pretty. And I still kind of felt like, oof, like I wish that I had some stuff on my face. And I was excited to be able on Easter Sunday to wear my makeup to church. And I told the kids too, every single day I kept telling myself, I cannot wait for Easter when I can put gunk on my face again. But that day came, and I put makeup on that morning, and I looked in the mirror and thought, I kind of look weird. Like, I don't look like myself. I really genuinely thought that. Like, I didn't look like me. And honestly, and I said this to people as they came into church and they made comments about how I could be wearing makeup that day, I could not wait to take it off. Like, I went to church, I went to lunch with my family, and the first thing I did when I came back home was I took it off. I was so excited to wear something that I was so reliant on just a month and a half ago. And now I have no interest. I don't know about anybody else, but like, whenever you're wearing that much makeup, like, you can't just like and then be good to go. Like, you get makeup on your fingers if you touch your face. Like, if I had an itch right here, I would have makeup on my fingers, and at work I would get it on papers. And that was always annoying. And when I wasn't wearing makeup, I didn't have to deal with that. It was a huge time saver in the morning. It took me way less time to get ready. I could rub my eyes if I wanted to. The first day, Easter Sunday, I went to go rub my eye and I was like, can't do that. I could rub my eyes if I wanted to. I saved time. I saved money because I wasn't using as much junk on my face. So I wasn't spending money to buy new bottles of that. So that was a plus. But yeah, it just, now looking back, it is not pleasing at all. I want my extra time in the morning. I actually was thinking about this. If you spend, say, an average of 20 minutes on your makeup every morning. So we'll say 20 minutes, that is, let's see, 7 days a week. So you have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, so it's a minute, 100, 120. So that's, let's just round. Let's say 2 hours a week. If you spend 2 hours a week doing your makeup in the morning, in a year, 52 weeks in a year, you would have spent 104 hours doing your makeup. I feel like there are so many more important things that I could do in that 104 hours. Or even 52. Say you lessen that 2 hours a week to 1 hour a week. You just got 52 hours in your year that you can do something that is productive, that makes a positive impact. And that is awesome to think about. Like, we're spending so much time on ourselves, trying to make ourselves look good and trying to make ourselves look like something that we're not. We're putting this mask on every day. When we could be spending that time doing things to help others around us. So I was thinking about that last week, and that was kind of encouraging to me. And I don't think I'm going to go back to wearing all that makeup. Yes, it's nice on an occasion, and I have nothing against makeup. It's an art form for some people. It's a form of expression, and that's fine. But on a daily basis, I would rather just stick to my little bit of eyebrow and a little bit of mascara, which is all I have on now, and that's all I've worn since. And that's how I plan to stay. So overall, this was an amazing experience for me. I feel like I learned a lot about myself, and I really learned to accept myself the way that I am, and that's a really great thing. So hopefully that encourages you and helps you to maybe try to explore that uncomfortable area if that's something that you kind of feel a connection towards too. So yeah, I just hope that's encouraging to you, and I'll see you around. Bye.